Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Airy Sky here with a video. What I'm looking for in a spouse. I'm looking for someone who's honest, who's loving, who's caring, who's accepting of a transgendered person. I'm not into sex. There's other ways, as everyone knows, to make a baby. I'm one of those people that I like to have fun. I mean, everyone has their own idea of fun. I mean, some days I just sit there and say, oh, well, my fun for today is going to be Breath of Fire 2. Or my fun today, I was all nailed down 2 spreadsheets and Breath of Fire 2. Or, I'll do some funny stuff with me and Aaron around. Like, Aaron and I joke around about skits and little oddball things, and we just make up things. And then we laugh at each other's humor, of stuff that only we could think of, that's my best friend, Aaron. I'm looking for someone who wants to have family, who wants to do some traveling, who wants to understand and accept a disabled person. More likely I'll end up with a disabled person anyways, but someone who accepts me for me, male or female, or just the third gender, I'm just a loving, caring person. I'm looking for someone who likes the same hobbies as me. I like video games, I like music, I like books, I like magazines, I like strategy guide books to read, video games, stuff like that, model trains. I'm looking for someone that understands that even on a limited income, they can work with me, so they could sit down, if they're on a limited income too, they could say, hey, we should do this and this, but we shouldn't do that, or etc. Or just sit down and, as a person, talk things out. Like, hey, TV blew up. What do we do? Oh, do we want to try to repair it, or do we just go out, toss it, and buy a new one? Stuff like that. A relationship's two ways. You're supposed to comfort your partner. They're supposed to comfort you. You're always supposed to have fun. And I also wanted a partner that, when they're not feeling well, I'll take care of them, or vice versa. Or if they're busy and we have a sick child, that I would take care of the sick child. So it's a two-way street, But I'm also looking for love, honesty, and acceptance, and that's the main thing. And I think I found that person. I just have to figure out how to do possibly figuring out how to do the thing about the wedding, But I want them to be comfortable with me, and I want to be comfortable with them. Comfort is a must, It's like I was telling a friend of mine. They came to visit me. They can have my bedroom. Hopefully the TV's moved off the bed, but you know what I mean. They can have the bedroom. I prefer the living room anyways because it's queen size bed. The mattress is more comfortable, even though the bedroom's comfortable. I just find the air conditioner to be very comforting and a nice cold air, but that's just me. I want a person who wants to, go certain places like fishing and hunting, and or live in the great state of, Alaska or Montana. Those are something, work together on a goal of, getting some land and eventually developing a little cabin on it. Stuff like that, Those are things that I think are proper. I want someone who accepts, and says, oh, well, occasional drinking's fine. Someone who doesn't mind, once in a while the occasional cigar or pipe tobacco coming from my pipe, So, and I'm talking pipe tobacco. I'm not talking wacky tobacco or marijuana. I'm not into those. I'm also into types that want to sit down and do like a Disney marathon watching Disney movies. Except stuff like that is what I like. So, listening to Disney music soundtracks or just going for long walks. Heck, me and Aaron, my best friend, go on long walks all the time. Heck, we go out scouting sometimes outside the city, one way, 5 miles, just to look for a fishing spot. Or going with my buddy, we go fishing, and we go out to the streams, and the streams are like 12 miles one way, in a loop, a circle. You can sit there and you can pull up some nice trout, Stuff like that is what I'm interested in doing. So I also want someone who's open-minded towards collecting video games and playing old classic games that are fun compared to these newer ones, which are fun too, you know. So I'm open to a lot of different things, you know. I'm also open to a joint office with her on one side, me on the other, just doing what we want, you know, videos sometimes. Maybe learning together on how to be better cooks, you know, stuff like that. Just family things, do family things, you know. Also do a little traveling, you know. I want to go to Japan, as I said. My bucket list's out there, but other things, you know, travel the world. Heck, I've seen not world cruise. I've seen cruises for 3-4 days, cruises that could fit my bucket list just fine. Very inexpensive. You get on for 3 or 4 days. They call weekend cruises. They're very, very simple cruises. You know, you can do a Disney cruise, but, you know, you gotta weigh the pros and cons to everything, which eventually I'll have to do a cruise video on that once I figure out the pros and cons. But yet the things, someone who's, you know, comfortable with me. So acceptant, loving, caring, and you know, that won't think about divorce, won't think about that, and is Christian. That's one thing I have to have. I'm not going to have someone who's not Christian. I mean, Christian denomination like Lutheran, Methodist, or me, Presbyterian. My mother was Lutheran, my dad was Baptist, so it was okay. But something like Catholic, Catholicism, Mormonism, Islam, forget it. I've read the Quran, I've read the Book of Mormon. I'm staying with Christianity. So, that said, you know what I'm looking for in a person. Love, caring, kind, and compassionate, understanding. Stuff like that. Acceptance. I mean, I have a big heart, and I don't like getting played with or burned. So, and I hope I found the right person. So, you know, on top of that, so that's all I can say. Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box if you like. And please add me as a friend if you like. Thank you, and have a nice day.